again, here are a few thoughts from my Word Chipper's notebook. As the world argues about the appropriate use of artificial intelligence, I came across a thought that I noted over 20 years ago. Sherry Turkle, an MIT professor, wrote several books on the subject of how computers interface with humans. She said in a Wired magazine article way back in 1996, she said, "We are experiencing that historical, liminal, or threshold moment when the old has begun to die and the new is not yet fully arrived. In other words, this is a period of tension, extreme reaction, great opportunity, and above all, exhilaration." Yes, that was back in the 90s, but actually, she was prophetically describing the period we are now in with the thing called artificial intelligence. There are three of these, what I loosely call AI robots. There's Gemini, Copilot, and OpenAI. My favorite so far is Gemini, a Google product. I've asked Gemini to restore old photographs, make drawings to match my typed or spoken description, and give me more detail on electronic products I'm looking at than I would ever get from a team member at a local electronics store. And so far, all of what I've done with Gemini is free. Certainly, these free services want me to upgrade and pay a fee, but I've been very satisfied with the help I've received absolutely free, without charge. If you haven't tried any of the AI tools, I recommend you give them all a try, both in helping you with photos, illustrations, and in text editing. Recently, I wrote a letter to the editor of a newspaper. And in the course of doing my draft, I gave it up to Gemini and said, "Look it over." Back it came with most of my words and thoughts very much intact. But the AI robot changed a couple of phrases, making the letter a little stronger. I've never received so many good comments on a letter to the editor. Well, I asked a college professor in communication if I was in his class, would what I did with Gemini on that letter to the editor be cheating? He thought it would. But in my opinion, using this tool is like when calculators first came in. They were banned from classwork. Today, depending on the grade level, calculators and math software are both welcomed. Until next time, please hit that subscribe and like button, and we'll be around the horn with something new very soon.